Hello and welcome. Today we continue to try and in our quest to be a legend. So far, it's not going well. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 3 of To Be a Legend FM 26 style. And thank you for all your support so far as we start the series managing Radcliffe, known as the Borough, for FM 26. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, we have for you 2 games in the National League North. It's match day 7 and 8 as we face a team near the top of the table. South Shields away from home, and then we face Marine in match day 8. They are currently on the bottom. I'd like to think we can get at least 3 points out of this. 4 points would be rather nice. As I said, a lot has been happening since you were last with us, and mainly the fact that we've I think we should look at those first. Mainly that we bought some players in. And I think last time out we'd brought in Devern Green, possibly, had just come in. He's played a few games, but then he's picked up injury. But I'm hopeful he will be back in today's episode. But since then, we've picked up a lot of youngsters. My director of football seems to be picking up some obviously we don't have a very good youth system here, so I think he's picking up some free agent youths that might add quality to our younger squad. Dom Hobbold being one of them. Paul Edgar, another one. He's 17 years old. I think Dom Hobbold was 16. Yeah, he's 16. Fionn Wilson. Now this is one he's already played a game for us. He's come in. He's a right-sided defender. He's got 1.5 star current ability, potential to have 4 stars. So he may be one to watch for the future. Fionn Wilson, remember that name. One of our main trialists has come in. James Huntley. He's injured at the moment. He's going to be out for 4 to 9 days. So we won't see him this episode. We quite conceivably see him on the next episode because there's a sort of international breaky thing going on after today's 2 games. So he's come in. He came in from, he'd been at Spennymoor last season. I think he was out on loan or whatever, but Newcastle mainly, and then Spennymoor, and then he's come on to us. Josh Coxall, he's another youngster, 16-year-old. Maybe one for the future. Matt Whittingham, he's joined us. He scored 1 goal already. He was the one I think we were looking at last episode. Come from Wolves, ultimately. Previous to that, he was at Manchester City. Went to Wolves. Didn't really do anything at Wolves. Now he's joined us. We did say that we needed a goalkeeper desperately. Well, we've got this guy, Kine Taylor. He is from Coventry previously, but when we look at his stats, he's got an aerial reach of 17. He is 6'8". His jumping reach is 18. His natural fitness is 16. Pace and stamina, not so good, but we need to pump this up. And I think if he gets a bit of game time, these stats may improve. He's got a potential ability to be 4.5 stars, currently 2.5 stars. I think he's definitely worth a punt for sure. That's the goalkeeper in then, and I think another youngster, Steve Rowe, a 16-year-old, another one of my football director imports, as it were. Last time you were with us, we were at the start of August, early part of the season. In fact, very early. It was the first 2 games of the season. Buxton and Spennymoor, both draws, 1-1 and 2-2. Buxton, of course, who we managed in one of the previous To Be a Legends. And then we played Worksop, a 1-1 draw in this one. But I want to show you this game purely because Devern Green got what I would class possibly as a contender, even at this early stage, a contender for the goal of the season. and a corner that was headed away, and it's Green that gets out to it. Now, Green has no support as he stands at the moment. He's gone round his man, and the goalkeeper's off the line, and he's chipped the goalkeeper. I think that is a splendid solo effort and goal. That was the goal that we scored in the 1-1 draw. I want to go back in here. Thank you. Yeah, so we opened our campaign with 3 straight draws, but then it was going downhill. A 2-0 loss to Leamington Spa and a 1-0 loss to Hereford before we managed to get back and win our first game of the season. It was a game against Oxford City. At Oxford City, we scored all 3 goals, Thornley scoring an own goal on 11 minutes, but we were 2 up after 8. Matt Whittingham, as I said, had come in, and this was his first goal for Radcliffe. And straight from the kickoff, Hope kicking off for us. McFadden cuts inside around his man, plays it in, and Whittingham puts it away. I think there was about 17, 18 minutes, seconds on the clock. Not minutes, but seconds. So, yeah, very good start. As I say, we did add to that lead in 8 minutes. George Glendon getting a second goal on 8 minutes. And, well, our first win of the season. All the goals scored in the first 11 minutes. Today, we have as we're going to try and get through the first 2 games of each month, we're having South Shields and Marine today. South Shields, the first Cloud Arena. In fact, we'll look at the table in just a moment, and we can see where South Shields are in the table, because after all the matches that we've played, we are currently down in 19th place on 6 points, just ahead of Kidderminster, also on 6 points. Marine, who we mentioned is our second opponents of the day, they are rock bottom at the minute with a 1 point. South Shields, who we play first, are in 6th place on 10 points. I mean, they're not a million miles away, and a win today could close the gap on them substantially, could move us up the table quite quickly as well. But we've got to win that game before we get there. Right, that's all said and done. I think that's pretty much brought you up to date. We are over budget a little bit on our wages, so we're going to need to look at trying to tweak that a little bit as we go on before we go into it. So as I say, that's brought you up to date. Let's have a look then at the side that will face South Shields in this opening game of the episode. And here is the team that faces South Shields in this non-league match day 7. We've changed formation slightly just to see if we can get some impetus. Hewlett continues in goal. McFadden, Park, Thornley and Partington make up the rest of the defence. And it's better to see this in possession. Whittingham and Glendon play in midfield. It's Hope, Dudley and Taylor across the attacking midfield. Ball is up front. The out of position looks like this. It's very similar, apart from Dudley drops back into the midfield and Glendon drops back as a defensive midfielder. That is how it's looking. The bench looks like this. It's Tyler, Riley, Roscoe, Wilson, Greenfield, Afai, and coming back from injury, Hume. And here we are at South Shields. They're playing a 4-2-4. 2 attackers. We are playing a 4-2-3-1. Not conventional by any choke of the imagination. Marine 24th. We'll play them next. It's a bit of an unusual view. South Shields playing in a strange combination of claret and blue tonight. And they get us underway. And first highlight comes 8 minutes in. Thornley with a free kick to Park. Park finds Hope. Hope back to Park. Hope. Whittingham. Whittingham round his man. Whittingham A poor shot, really, in the end. And I'm not sure what's going on. There's a throw in on that far side. McFadden. And that ball chipped forward. David Ball is on it. David Ball's going to put it away. And Callum McFadden gave him the assist. And on 22 minutes, we take the lead. It was a perfect ball. And I'd seen David Ball mess these up. But he, even under pressure, calmly put that in the back of the net. 1-0 to Radcliffe. They have a corner now. Could be a short corner. Jenkins is out there. It is a short one to McGurk. Back to Jenkins. Blunkett, and it's blocked. And I think it's gone for another corner. And 32 minutes on the clock. As South Shields, but it's been robbed by Hallam Hope. Glendon through to Ball. Ball to Whittingham. Whittingham is pickpocketed. Taylor puts it away. George Glendon supplying, and we are 2 up against South Shields. And, well, maybe we've turned the corner, and maybe this is the tactic. Seems to be working. And just look at the numbers that we've got here. When we're in attack, we've got the 2 defenders here. We've got the 3 sort of defending midfielders. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 defenders. But it was enough to beat them. And it was well put away by John Taylor. As we approach half-time, 2 minutes of injury time to be played. And those 2 minutes are up. And we've had a good first half, boys and girls. There was me crying to say that we don't put away our chances. And, well, 6 shots. We've had 2 of them on target. Scored from both of them. 0.54 on the XG. 38% of the possession, though. We need to perhaps get a bit more possession. But I'd concede the possession if we put away our chances. They've had 7 shots. 3 on target. 0.46 and 63% of the possession. At half-time, we're looking okay. And I'd like to think that we can go on and drive forward in the second half. And Ball gets us underway for this second half. Generally, everybody played their part in that first half. 50 minutes on the clock. We have a free kick. Glendon with the free kick. He's gone direct. And the goalkeeper had to get rid. It's going to be a throw-in. Oh, no, free kick. Smith with the free kick. 55 on the clock. He's swung this one in. It's headed in, and it's gone in. Rob Tinkler, the scorer. And we didn't get rid of, did we? Cadwyn Scott having something to do with that, with the assist. There's the ball up in the air. And Hewlett probably should have come for that. And that's where Tyler may have got it. But it was headed back by Scott and hit into the ground. Not much you could do about that from Tinkler. And, well, we've conceded from a set piece. And almost identically, on 58 minutes, we have the same position. Headed away this time. No. Oh, it's come back off the woodwork. And luckily, we've scrambled it clear. Not sure if there was an offside in that. But they've got the ball back. They've obviously upped the ante now. This one crossed in. We need to head clear. And it is clear. Hope chumps one forward looking for Ball. Ball's not there, though. And we concede possession. Need to be a bit calmer in defence, I think. And we will have to look in the with the wage budget through the roof. We are going to this ball into area. McFadden's there, and Hewlett just clearing it for a corner, I think. What I was going to say was, watch this corner. It's going to be a short one again. Blanket. Jenkins. Oh, and cleared by Thornley on the line. And Sykes has it. The highlight continues, which is a bit of a worry. We just need to win the ball back, break away, and stick another one in. What I was going to say was, yes, I think we're going to have to go into the loan market with the wage bill as it is, and we want a couple of loans that are not costing us anything. One of the positions we need is left-sided defender is one. And I'm thinking we need a striker, really. That's, Ball scored today, but he's not prolific, and we need a good young striker that's going to put chances away. Right, with 68 minutes on the clock, let's have a look and see if we need to make any changes. Hope is probably the weak link there at the minute, albeit he has done an assist, I think. And I don't want to change it around too much. Whittingham isn't playing well in that midfield. It feels like, do we bring on Greenfield in midfield? Or do we bring on Regan Riley in that midfield? Box-to-box midfielder, defensive midfielder. He can play in that. It doesn't play so far forward, though. Right, let's bring Greenfield on. Hang on, let's do this the right way around first. Let's move Whittingham out to that side, and then we'll Hope is going to come off. We have got striker option on the bench, and we'll replace Hope with Greenfield. That's one change. Anybody else not performing? Park is having an iffy in defence, but again, I don't want to mess around with the defence. Dudley is playing his usual, can't be bothered in that attacking midfield role, but there's nobody else really to take his place. We'll leave it just that one change for now. Let's get back underway. We're not going to do a team talk. And we get a highlight. Smith fires this one in. It's headed away. Taylor, can we go on a counter? No. Taylor's ball was poor. Shot from distance, but it's over the top, and we're keeping them to shooting from distance at the minute. A free kick, giving lots of free kicks away. Sykes over the ball. Referee nearly got in the way there. Savage, whichever way you pronounce it. And his journeyman Jenkins is in, and I think that was saved by the goalkeeper. Well, they've definitely gone up a gear in recent times. They've had 18 shots the last time I looked. This one punted across, looking for Whittingham, but Whittingham, all he can do is head it towards goal, and nobody there, nothing doing. It's a goal kick, 79 minutes on the clock, and plenty of time for them to come back. Savage needs to be winning this ball back. And it's a poor ball. McFadden is there. McFadden inside to Glandon. Oh, this is crossed. Jenkins brings it down. But once again, Jenkins isn't hitting the target. Right, with 82 minutes on the clock, we're going to have a look, see if we need to make any more changes. Taylor is tired. He is going to be replaced by Afai on that right side. Whittingham, he's not had a good day out there, is he, really? Dudley, we can't replace. We haven't got anybody else. Riley. Right. Greenfield can go forward and play where Dudley is. Dudley's going to come off, and we are going to replace him with a Regan Riley in that midfield role. Glendon, right, maybe we swap these two around and do that. That feels like a good move. Glendon is tired though, and I don't have another sort of defensive midfielder on there. Park, I think that's all the changes we're going to make for now. And just what we want to try and do is see the game out. So the team talk we're going to give them is try and see the result through in the time that's left. We won't downgrade from positive just yet. We will possibly go, once we get towards the back end into injury time, we'll perhaps go a bit more balanced. Underway again then. And as we head towards the 90-minute mark, we've got 4 minutes of added time. We're going to go balanced now. Just hopefully to see this game out. A win against South Shields would be rather splendid. They are up our end at the minute. And we are into the 4th minute. And it's all over. We have got a 2-1 win against South Shields. I really didn't expect that. They pummeled us in the second half, but we held on. 20 shots, 7 on target for them, 1.47 and 65% of the possession. We had 10 shots, 4 on target, 0.59 and 35% of the possession. David Ball and John Taylor in the first half hour did all the damage. Well, what a topsy-turvy game, but we did come out on top, and some other results that are interesting as well. Chester beating Fylde by 2-1. Peterborough Sports beating Telford by 1-0. One I've just seen down here, Hereford losing 3-1 to Bedford. And the other big game that I would consider is Marine have beaten Darlington by 4-1. That at the bottom of the table, a relegation battle as early as this as well. But Buxton have beaten league leaders Scarborough Athletic by 1-0. So a lot of the underdogs winning out today. Spending Ball beating Worksop. How does that leave the table looking at the end of today's matches? Scarborough Athletic are still top on goal difference from Peterborough Sports in second place. A 2-point gap then to Chester and Fylde and Hereford, all on 13, separated by goal difference. Buxton are 6th on 12, and Curzon are top of the 11-pointers in 7th place. Leamington and Oxford City, the other two teams, just by virtue of the fact that they have got better goal difference. They are the playoff places, and then at the other end of the table, we are in 16th place. We move up to 16th place on 9 points. Number of teams ahead of us on 10 or 11, so we could climb that table a little bit more if we get a win against Marine, but they have won for their first game of the season against Darlington today, so that's not good news for us. At the bottom then, it's Merthyr are in 21st place on 7, Chorley 22nd on 4, on goal difference from Marine, who, in fact, it's not goal difference, it's goals scored, in 23rd place, and then Darlington are in 24th. Let's see if we can pick up 3 points against Marine. I will be back just ahead of the game on match day with any news. It's match day, but before we have a look at the side that will face Marine at home at Stainton Park in match day 8 of the National League North, we have brought in another player. Fraser Harper is the player coming in. He's an attacking midfielder, plays in that central midfield role, can play up front if we are a bit short on strikers, so that's always handy, and can also play a bit deeper in midfield as well. Midfield and attacking midfield, his two best places. He has joined us on a freebie. I think it's coming from Wolves. We've had him on trial, and he's now joined us on a permanent until the end of the season. So that's good news. We do have a couple of other irons in the fire if transfer activity, as you will see. I'm not sure. Contract rejected. Was that ours? Rouge Rente went to Solihull Moors. Anyway, yes, we've put in a loan bid for Ahmed from Birmingham, but I think Birmingham want money for him, so I'm not sure whether we're going to get him or not. Jack Robinson and Amari Miller both coming in on trial contracts. Ahmed is the one that we're after at the moment. Hopefully, we can bring him in. He's a striker, but more of that when and if we manage to land him. So that is what's coming in. I don't think there's any outs at the moment. That's the ins. So that is where we are. Nothing to update you on other than that. We'll be back with the team news. And here is the team that will face Marine in this National League North Match Day 8. We have a couple of players that have gone out on international duty. Maynard, he's gone out on international duty with St Kitts and Nevis. He'll be back on the 10th of September. And then the other player that's gone out is Hope. He's down here. There he is. Hewlett Hope, or Hallam Hope, that's the one. He's gone on international duty with Barbados, also back on the 10th of the 9th. So just missing for this one game. The team that will face Marine looks like this, and it's Hewlett continues in goal. The back line pretty much the same. McFadden, Park, Thornley and Partington. We are looking for a wing back on the left side. I think we probably need a wing back on the right side as well. Whittingham and Glandon are our midfield. Taylor moves to the left. Green is back from his injury on the right. And in between them, Fraser Harper, who we mentioned has come in. He makes his debut behind Ball, who leads the attack up front. The bench then looks like this. It's Tyler, Riley, Roscoe, Dudley, Greenfield, Afai and Hume. And here we are back at the Stainton Stadium, playing a 4-2-3-1. Slightly different formation to what we've had before. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 as well. We are in 16th place, I think we said. They are down in 23rd. Aerial view of the stadium. Marine playing in white tops, black shorts today. And Ball gets us underway. Harper has his first touch. As we continue, or try and continue where we left off. That headed away by Thornley, but Bell is out there. 4 minutes on the clock, and danger ensues. Come back off the crossbar, and it has gone in. George Newell, the scorer. It was headed in, come back off the crossbar, and, well, this ball in. It's Wardle who heard it onto the bar, and actually, Newell didn't know much about it. Hit him on the knee. And they have a corner. They've thrown everything in the kitchen sink at us in this first half, and we've not had an answer to them yet. That one over the top, thankfully. We have a corner. It's 43 minutes on the clock. This one swung in. It's sort of headed clear. Whittingham back to Glandon. Can we get back on level terms before half-time? Park. Fazenden. Taylor in the top corner. And from McFadden, we are level on 44 minutes. And John Taylor, I think he scored in the last game, scored again. Glendon, it was a corner that was headed away, but Whittingham was first to it. Glendon couldn't do anything that route, albeit I would have gone round the defence and tried to cross the ball in, but we didn't try that. And McFadden through to Taylor. Taylor turned on it, let the defenders cross over. He had a shot and basically chipped it into the top corner. And it's 1-1 at 44 minutes. sure. I thought that said 2 minutes of injury time. We ended up paying about 4 right at the end of that first half. Well, yes, they threw everything at us. 10 shots, 2 on target. One of those was a goal. 0.91, albeit I say Newell didn't know much about it. We've had 4 shots, 4 on target. We keep doing that. We should get our noses in front sooner than later. Bull not playing particularly well up front. We know that. And we are in the market for a striker on loan. And Newell gets us underway for this second half. A Marine kicking off. Well, with no more highlights other than the kickoff highlight. We have had a couple of extra shots and 1 on target since that kickoff, but we don't seem to have broken away through, and we do want to try and go on and win this game if we can. Harper isn't playing particularly well in that midfield role. I'm not sure why, because I'm sure he was down as in possession. And not having the best of times out there. Right, it's time to make some changes then to try and force a win here. Right, Ball's going to come off. We're going to bring Hume on in place of a Ball. Green isn't playing particularly well out there. He's nervous as well, coming back from injury. Maybe we replace him with a Fai out on that right side. And the other change that we said we might make is Fraser Harper, who's not having a good time out there. Maybe we should have pushed him forward. Maybe we should have done, but Fraser Harper not playing particularly well there. Let's bring Greenfield on and see if he can do anything in that position. We'll confirm the team talk and we'll get back underway. And we do get highlights. 72 minutes on the clock. The first one of this second half. Hewlett out to Partington. Partington finds a Fay. And it goes forward. Greenfield is out there. Not sure who that was. I thought it was Partington. Was it Partington? Who was it? No, it was Glendon. And we've lost the ball. Glendon wins it back, but he's punted it too far up field. Needs to be a bit more, try and get it to somebody as opposed to just punt it aimlessly. And we need to make sure we don't lose this game. It's a game we should be winning. Marine are below us. Thomas into area, cross it in. And it's cleared. I thought it was waiting for it. The net to bristle. We're going to see the highlight. Thomas with the highlight. He's waving his arms around. This ball chipped in. It's headed away by Partington. We need to go on a counter-attack now. This one punted forward again. Not sure why. He had player there that could have taken the ball forward. And, I'm not sure. Partington heads it down to a Fay. Fay finds Whittington. Over the top. Hume! Hume misses the target. Or has it gone for a corner? I'm not sure. Right, with 18 minutes on the clock, we're going to have a look and see if we need to make any more changes. Really do need to go out and win this game. Park is tired. We're going to bring Roscoe on for Park. Out the back there, Taylor is tired as well. He's also picked up a yellow card. We can bring Dudley on for him on that left side. Is Dudley better off on the left or the right? Doesn't really matter. Okay, so that is the changes. I think that's all our changes. That's all 5 changes done, and we will tell them to go out there and see if you can score a winning goal in the remaining time. We'll confirm the changes. Do we go mega attacking? I don't think so. It's 1-1. I don't think we want to try and edge the game to the point that we lose it. We just keep plodding on. Do we go to more of a positive? I don't know. We'll leave it on attacking for now. We have a highlight, Dudley, and it's just off target. Barnsley in the Marine goal, and that's headed on. But McFadden is there. Thornley, Partington punts one forward, and again not getting through to the intended target. Greenfield. We've managed to retain possession, though. This one nicely out to Dudley. Dudley crossed it in. It's got in. Matt Whittingham and Anthony Dudley. And we have taken the lead. And, well, very good. We will see the highlight in a minute, I'm sure. Let's go down a positive. 85 minutes on the clock. And those changes have had an effect. Dudley brings it down. And, well, didn't he bring that down? Cut inside a little bit. And he put it into the path of Matthew Whittingham. And he's put that away. We have a free kick, Glandon. 87 on the clock. We're not in balanced territory yet. Glandon goes direct. And the goalkeeper had to get rid. That was going in. A massive 7 minutes of injury time at the end of this game. And we need to see out. We're running the clock down quite well. They are up our end, which is a bit of a worry. But it's all over, and we have managed to get a 2-1 win. That goal from Whittingham on 86 minutes has given us the win. That's 2 wins in this episode, and hopefully we will go piling up the table. 12 shots, 8 on target. I'm not sure what this is going on here. Is obviously an issue. 12 shots, 8 on target, 1.45 and 53% of the possession. They had 14 shots, 3 on target and 47% of the possession. Oh, boys and girls, 6 points from 6 in this episode. I did start the episode, I think, by saying that we were hopeful we might get 4 points. And for our final roundup, we bring you up to date with today's scores. I'm not sure why it goes that way around. I don't really don't know. Big scores then today. Scarborough Athletic are back to winning ways. They've won 2-1 over Chester. Buxton beating Oxford City by 1-0. Buxton on a good run at the moment. So are Bedford. They beat Curzon by 2-1. Alfreton, who we play, I think, in the next episode, 1-0 winners over Kings Lynn. Darlington winners at the bottom, beating Hereford near the top. What a resounding win that is. I think that consigns Marine back to the bottom of the table after losing to us. It does indeed. Peterborough Sports, who were near the top, they've got lost 3-1 to Fylde. Spennymoor are losing 4-2 to Leamington Spa. South Shields losing for the second time in a row. Southport beating them this time 2-1. South Shields have dropped all the way down to 15th place. Talking about the table, let's have a look and see where we are. Scarborough Athletic then still lead the pack. They are on 18 points at the top of the table. Fylde are second on 16. And then Buxton and Peterborough Sports on 15, separated on goal difference. Leamington are 5th on 14 points. Bedford are 6th on 13, separated by goal difference. In fact, goals scored again over Chester, who are in 7th place. They are the last remaining team in the playoff places as it stands. And then there's 3 other teams on 13 points. There's Alfreton, Southport and Hereford, all separated on goal difference. And then, boys and girls, we are up to 11th. What a difference an episode makes. And 2 wins on the trot. In fact, 3 wins on the trot. 9 points from those games has suddenly turned our season around from being down the bottom and worrying about maybe this formation is the right formation. Down the bottom, Worksop are on 7 points, just outside on goals scored from Chorley in 21st. Macclesfield are in 22nd on 7. Then Darlington are 23rd on 6 points, and Marine now 2 points adrift at the bottom from Darlington, and some 3 points adrift of Safety at the bottom of the table there. So that is how we end the episode. Let's have a quick look at see what's coming up next. Are we going to play Merthyr offline as we continue to try and come back and show you the first 2 games of each month? So our next 2 games is Alfreton, who are currently, I think, up near the top of the table. Alfreton are in, well, doesn't tell me on here, does it? Does 8th place. And then we will face Kidderminster, who are in 16th. So, yeah. Hopefully, if we can continue this form against Merthyr, then who knows at the start of the next episode. And hopefully you can join me for those. If you've enjoyed today's episode, though, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. New episodes To Be a Legend released every Tuesday and Friday, 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Don't forget my other series, the other series that is going on, that you can go and watch if you're into Premier League football and you want to watch something a bit more Premier League as opposed to lower league football. Then go and watch Where Eagles Dare, where we manage Crystal Palace, hopefully towards the top of the Premier League. Go and find out how we are doing. See you for the next episode, and thank you for watching. Episode 4 will be out on Friday. Until then, have yourselves a great week. Bye-bye.